1 Peter 4, 1 and following. Christou un pathantos sarki kai humais tein atein enoian aplisaste hati ha pathon sarki pepautai hamartias eis ta me geti anthropon epithumiais ala thelemati theu ton epiloipon in sarki biosai chronon. Okay, so translating this, we read that therefore Christ suffering in the flesh also, or Christ has suffered in the flesh. Also, pick up your verb, arm yourselves in the same mind. And of course, this is intensive pronoun here, with the same mind. Arm yourself with the same mind. And then here's the next part. Now, you can translate this several ways. If you translate it, the purpose, it would be in order that the one suffering in the flesh has ceased from sin. That's translating it as a purpose. If you translate it as a causal, because the one suffering in the flesh ceases from sin. And if you use that, if it's a nomic perfect there, then it's like a timeless truth. You could use it like a present, translate it present tense. Verse 2, for no longer, unto no longer, the temporal didactic indicator, for no longer, let's see, it carries the idea is no longer concerned with the desires of men, but the will of God. And then here's your for the remaining days, you could say, for the remaining time in the flesh, to spend your life, okay? But to spend your life, your remaining time in the flesh, for the will of God. All right, kind of rough, but you get the idea there. Okay, let's look at a couple of these. Look at these verbs here. Pasco, you can see that in 3:17. Oplizo is simply opli, to have your aorist marker and your ending there. And let's see, oplizo is aorist middle imperative. So it's unaugmented. There's no augment. And your sigma, alpha, and your imperative ending. Again, Pasco, C3:17. Pao is a perfect active participle. So you have this reduplication, then your stem, and then, let's see, pautai, then you have your perfect ending there. All right, the next, we only have one verb down here, biosai, is from biao. What's happening here is your omicron lengthens to an omega. So that gives you your bo plus your sigma alpha and your ending there, infinitive ending, psi. Okay. Excuse me, that should just be an iota. My eraser's not working. Okay. It should be psi. There we go, plus iota. All right, let's go to the next verse. I think we might be able to get it in. Arkitos gar ha paraleluthos per eleluthos, chronos ta boulema ton ethnon, kater gastai peporumenus in aselgeis, epithumias oinophleukiais, comois, patois, kai athemitois, idolatriais. Okay, so verse number 3. Let me get my pen here. 4. 4, you could say for enough. For enough or sufficient time has passed away, for sufficient time has passed to have done to have worked the desire of the Gentiles, going along with them in their immorality and their lusts, and you can see wino for wine, and their wine orgies, interesting word, their feasts, and their potois, their drinking bouts, and their unlawful idolatries. Okay, so we see that we have a couple verbs to go after here. So parerchomai, I want you to notice something here. Here's your preposition, and this parerchomai in verse 3 is a perfect active participle. So you have the par, and you're going to have to pick up your. It has a totally different stem. Okay, eleluth. So that's just one you have to learn. If you want to go see those, go to Mouse's principal parts and look up in the. Let's see, this would be perfect active. It would be the. Let's see, what would that be? The fourth. Yes, the fourth principal part, the fourth column. Katargaste, to work, you have this perfect, perfect stem, perfect middle passive infinitive, so the perfect stem, and then your infinitival ending, and then we have another perfect. So you have this reduplication here, and of course, this perfect up here, you might be asking, well, where's redupe on that? All of that gets contained. Your reduplication happens in the stem here because it is you have a preposition here. So you see that? See those two lambdas? El, ele, lu. So that's where it's happening in there. That's your reduplication. Okay, and you just have to learn that one. No one can account for why it goes from erchomai to eluth. At least anything I've read. All right, then now this would be like what would be called a second perfect, because you've got this stem change and the difference there. Here you've got your reduplication here, and your poru, there's your stem, there's your marker, participle marker, and ending. All right, we'll stop there.